Hey guys, Nick here, aka Nick Rantmeyer, aka Nick Disassembly, aka Catatonic Disassembly, and want to let you know at 1:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that voting is open for America's Favorite Couple, and you can now go to our URL, mine and Dez's, listed below, and vote for us. Just click on it or paste it, however you got to get to it, and then click the vote button, and that should be it. Do that once a day for every day this week, and then we'll see where we are this time next week. The couple with the least amount of votes gets eliminated, and then the ones with the most votes, depending on how this works out, this could last 6 to 10 weeks on these weekly rounds. But uh, at the very least, we were trying to make it to week 2. That'd be nice to just say we survived. And yeah, that's it. There's paid votes. I would not do that. After the free vote, you can offer to give money to pay for extra votes or something like that. But uh, I just found that out. I would not do that. We don't see the money. It's not part of the $20,000 grand prize, at least as far as I'm aware. So you're just basically lighting money on fire. And if that's the case, just send the money to me. Don't light it on fire. I'll hold it for you, at least for the time being, and see if you want it back a week later or something. I don't know. Anyway, go to americasfavoritecouple.com and vote for us. What else is going on? We got Catatonic Disassembly, multiple roads happening there. First, in the more traditional sense with music, there is going to be the first vinyl issue of a Catatonic Disassembly record of sorts. It's going to be a single, a 12-inch single. It's of the song Mirthless from 2011. That was originally like a 4-song, or more like a main song with 3 remixes, CDR that I did a limited run on with Lights Drive label. So this one is going to be a vinyl record. Everything is designed by me, including the label on the vinyl record itself. Uh, Most of the artwork, which was singular to begin with, it remains intact. Just has like different aesthetics to it. Differentiate it, a little bit colorized there. The main thing that I'm excited for is there's a booklet that will now be included. It's about I believe it's 10 or 12 pages, but it's photos from one of my favorite artists, one of my an upcoming guy, mainly in photography, but his name's TW. I'll call him that because that's he wants to remain extremely private for some reason. But I'm hoping this will give him some avenues of opportunity, in some capacity, just by being noticed. So yeah, if you pre-order now, it's available in August. The only caveat is that I actually went with the lowest pricing that they have for this type of package. Again, there's no upfront cost for me, so that was what was the most appealing. But yeah, it's going to be like $31.50 or $32, something like that, for the record and the booklet itself. And then another 15 to ship it over from England to the U.S. It might be more or less depending on where you live, but $50 for a 12-inch single, that's kind of insane. But I will add, uh, it's limited to less than 120 copies. Uh, we revisit it once we kind of get near that threshold if we want to continue to do more. So that's on the traditional front. On the more immersive and frontier part of Catatonic Assembly, I would say, is we are expanding the brand to mainly probably focus as an entertainment core. It might not be the actual name that entertainment core will run under, but you're going to know it hopefully in more popular fashion, or discussion fashion, the mass populace, as hopefully as like this place of entertainment via podcast, or I'll just call it podcast plus, podcast entertainment plus. I'm talking about it for doing for 2 years. It's going to have a lot of the traditional aspects of a podcast, interviews, talking, but then we're going to have things like review blogging, things that you see on, we'll call them YouTubers. There'll be instructionals. There'll be just opinions. There'll be just me ranting, kind of like I'm doing right now, but maybe something a little bit more important, maybe less important. Who knows? But I also have plans to. I like to have guests. I have a short list. I'm gonna reach out to some people later this week. Um, there might be some home renovations that get in the way of this. That's the only thing I can say. So we're talking about the next 2 weeks. Let's say if I'm not doing this by Labor Day, then it's going to be an issue. But I'm very excited. I right now all we're really looking to do is now plan an operation. Like how can we make this continuous and fluid as a daily operation, and then start hitting the ground running. Sidebar on still looking for work. So if you have any opportunities available for preferably night work and in the realms of management, data entry, uh, more of a director type role, analyst, data analyst, remote work, I'm not against totally. Final note, because I'm still looking for work, there may be some announcements for Whatnot. Whatnot being the auction app competitor to eBay. That's a main competitor. eBay Live is literally a response to Whatnot. Basically like this, except it's a live stream, and then I show you the product, and then we start the timer, people start bidding, and it was the highest bidder. But the catch there is you better have the money ready, or you don't get it. You pay right there. You pay right there and then, and there is no. I mean, there's a video receipt that's sent, so there's no. It's very hard to dispute or very hard to scam the way eBay or purchasers have learned to do. It seems like. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for supporting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting this to be the mainstream of income. Thank you for everybody who stuck by us during these hard times, everybody who's had faith in us, everybody who's had confidence, who hasn't kept us at arm's length, everybody who has faith, basically, who doesn't who've seen us fall but knew we could get back up. Because even I didn't think I could. I didn't think I'd get back up. And I'm just now starting to open my eyelids. So let's just start with that. I just want to bring us back to good times. I miss having good times. Might be self-inflicted right now because I'm such a hermit, but I am working on it, and I'm working on being a better person, working on being a better friend. So I thank you, and I thank you for your patience. Any guidance you can give, especially if you can give it without uh, being totally insulted if I ignore it or whatever. So thank you.